Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Mochen Le'ira Online Smicha. When Hashem has blessed us with children, and children means that you have to take care of them from when they're young, and children do what they do, they get dirty and they play. And there's Pampers, and there's diaper. It used to be diapers, which is more messy, and it's Pampers. So there's a Shaila and Hilchos Shabbos, which is actually a Shaila which is more relevant in the last years. Then there's something that they didn't have back then, which was baby wipes. And the question is there any concern with baby wipes using baby wipes on Shabbos, being that baby wipes are wet? And I'm not going to speak about the scented part. The scented part, if you're moiled reach or not, that's an issue for itself. There is no moiled reach on a guf. It's only on a beged. Over here, you're just wiping the guf. However, the fact that the baby wipes are wet, and that's the reason you're using the baby wipe, and when you wipe the area, some liquid might be coming out, is that a question of schita? So I'm just going to tell you the different opinions, what we find here. In Shalos Teshuvas Minchas Yitzchak, Chelik Yud Simen Chof Hey, and Shevet Halevi, from the Rav Shmuel Vosner, Chelik Ches, Simen Nun Tes, they say it's preferable not to use baby wipes, and they say the Gemara. They quote the Gemara in Masechta Shabbos, Daf Lamed Beis Amud Aleph. The Gemara says a very scary thing. The Gemara says, "Noshim meisis yodos ba'avoin shemachapsei tzayas b'neihem b'Shabbos." The Gemara says, for what sin, God forbid, does some women pass away during childbirth? It says because they wash the shmutz of the children on Shabbos. And what does it mean? So you have to be careful how it's done even on Shabbos. And perhaps and they extend it, they said cleaning the children in such a way where you're transgressing Shabbos is a problem. And the baby wipe, because there's chitas hamayim, there is the water being squeezed from the wipe, it's an issue. How it should be done according to them, figure it out. They say pour some water or whatever it is, but they're not pro baby wipe. However, others say you're not squeezing the baby wipe, you're just wiping. So being that you're not squeezing, there is no actual liquid coming out, and especially that you have no kavana, you're no intent. Even if some comes out, you have no kavana. You have no intention for any of it to come out. So it's not a geder of sick ratio. Rav Moshe Feinstein in Shalos Teshuvas Igros Moshe Chelik Beis Siman Ayin talks about this, and he says even if it would be a sick ratio, it would be allowed because it's trei derabanan. It's two rabbinical issues. Number one, the liquid that's coming out you're not using; it's going to waste. And number two, in a paper there is no real schita. That's what Rav Moshe Feinstein says. It happens to be that Shmuel Vosner in Shevet Halevi again, but in a different place, in Chelik Yud Simen Nun Ches, he gives another reason why some are mekel. He says, one of the things that are also mentioned is that just like there's a shaila in Shulchan Aruch, if squeezing hair is schita, and it's definitely not like squeezing a cloth, because squeezing a beged, the water is within the beged, and by squeezing it, it comes out. In hair or like paper or anything like that, or maybe even a baby wipe, it doesn't look like the water is inside. It's on the surface. Because it's on the surface, it's not an extension of dush. And some say it's not a geduli karka, because it's not a geduli karka, there is no dush. And therefore, because it's covered up rias, and it's Sairach Gadol, when you really need it, that is the reason why people are makel to use baby wipes on Shabbos.